never walk this road, then you can talk shit. Gambling with my life, but I refuse to go for nonsense. This the life I chose, this all I know, ain't many options. About to tell the truth, I make the rules like I'm Fleece Johnson.
Hey, what's up? This is Big Lee with Hustler Spirit. What's up, Fleece? How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good.
You done got past the hangover from your birthday and all that, so.
Yeah, I had a good birthday, and it was good. Little party, you know. It was good. It was great. It was great. And my gift was I got to live to see another day. That's the biggest gift that I got.
Yeah, that's good. I want to get right into it today. You was talking about something that I don't think we really went over, and I think it's important when we explain when you go to prison you have no privacy, and you was telling me about some situations where men would put themselves in positions just to see your body. So
Yeah, I did it a lot. I mean, I go to the property room. See, everybody get processed in the property room.
This is new people coming into the prison.
Yeah, the new prison. I mean, new inmates coming into our prison, and so we always get a move sheet, right? That tells move sheet that tells everything going on inside our own prison, transfers, if anybody died or anything, anybody make parole, all that's on the move sheet, right? So I asked Vincent, I said, man, the move sheet come out? He said, yeah. I said, how many you got coming in? I think that time he had wrapped 26 of them coming in, so that's a lot of people. I said, where they coming from? He said, North Point. Now that prison houses nothing but these really young ones that come in, that this is their first time shit, right? They go to these prisons, minimum security. I'm in a maximum security. So they get in trouble or something at these prisons and try to act like a tough guy, and now they gonna send them to the main prison where the real tough guys are, right? So 26 of them coming in, man, and like that, I said, man, you need some help? So I'm gonna be at the property rooms where they get processed. All of them gotta get naked when they coming up. You know, because they got to change out, they got to take off all the orange jumpsuits. See, that goes back to the state, because it belongs to the state. They'll undress, they'll put them in the burrow, all the orange jumpsuits in the burrow and shit. They got to throw out their underwears and shit too, right?
So this is all new inmates coming into the prison.
Right.
And you don't even know, or whoever's watching don't even know if they into the homosexual stuff or not.
No, you don't give a fuck either. You know you into it. See, you up there because you want to see what's up, right? Who's packing? Who's packing what, right? What type of bodies they got, right? And ass. And man, I'm sitting on. I was sitting on the garbage can when they brought them in. They all looked over at me and they was all filled that little area up, 26 of them, young too. All of them got them little hairstyle with
the dreads and stuff.
The dreads hanging over. One of them had his all on one side, right? So it was cute. And yeah, it was cute. And motherfucker had them big eyes and shit. And so when they got undressed, he said, now take it off and put all the orange jumpsuits in this burrow. So they took it, then they came out of it. So all of them, when they got fully naked, they were just standing on it. And he gave them flip-flops. He told me to pass out the flip-flops.
So you passing flip-flops to naked men?
Yeah. And I turned them out of the pack. I said, here you go. And they be staring at me, trying to look at me, and I'm not gonna lower my eyes. You're gonna lower yours first, right? And I be like, here, man.
So you acting like you're not even looking at them?
No, I'm looking them in the eye.
Why?
You know, because you can't intimidate me, right? Whatever y'all did to get here, y'all in the real prison. This is the bad motherfuckers. Y'all think y'all tough, that's why you got shipped here. So, and then I said to one, he was kind of short, but he had a big fat yellow ass, man. That motherfucker was on his back like a donkey. So I said, I gave him a size too big, right? So that I can keep, going through. I said, hold up, give me that size back. So eventually he bent it down, taking it off his feet, and all in his butt is just jerking, right? And I'm on that. So I said, damn, he's a good one. I'll be on that, right? And so, and then all the rest of them, man, when I went back and sat on that bucket, on that garbage can, and watched them stand there butt naked, now I'm watching them while I can see nothing but the back of them and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Them asses, man, looked so good, man. They was just perfect, man. Just like better. I said, I've seen women asses man, these motherfuckers is built. These little gangsters running around with these big fat asses like this, man. And I'm sitting there now and I'm looking real, I got a serious look on my face. And ain't no smiles or nothing. It's dead serious sex look, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, so one of them try to look me in the eyes, I'm gonna look at him holding the motherfucker, right? Like tilt my head from side to side, like make a motherfucker turn his eye. And so that's where we get our look. So when I done summed it up, I leave. Motherfuckers is out there. So now we gotta find out who they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just don't move in on them like that because they can have a father, or uncle, or brother, anything there, right?
So then your research starts to make sure they don't know nobody there.
Yeah. See who they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be the only safety net that they get is that they know somebody, right?
So y'all really praying on these dudes coming in there?
Yeah, praying that, bringing in some of that, hey, man, that donated booty, man.
Man, that's what I'm saying, man. If that don't keep you out of prison, hearing that,
No, seriously.
knowing you have to go through that to when you go to prison, you got to strip down. It's men looking at you. They plotting on you, praying on you. Then they're going to start their research to make sure you ain't got nobody there that can
help you.
Yeah, help you out, support you. Man, if that don't keep you out of prison, I don't know what will.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's real, man. And when you find one, like that one I was talking about, and name was Courtney, So I called him Kirby. So that motherfucker, I found out he was from one of these little country towns. And the motherfucker did some bullshit. He robbed some people. But he ain't know nobody there from the city. From where I'm from Lexington, Louisville, he's in the part of Russellville, Kentucky, where he was from. And so I told him straight up, look, there was a cell open right across from me, and I had a property man put you right across from me. And I said, I'm just telling you straight up that, I want you to run with me.
Be a part of your team.
Not no part of no team. Run with me ain't no team. It's me and him.
How you know he's with it?
I'm telling him. So I'm going to see if he's with it,
You testing him?
No, I ain't telling. I'm telling him. Ain't no test to it. You going to run with me. And so I said, I got everything, man. And anything you need, food and all this shit, right? You need anything. So
he got the opportunity to say no.
Yeah, he does. And I ain't gonna fuck with him.
But he was with it.
Yeah, he was with it. You know, and he sat there, and I didn't say fuck you or not. I just say run with me, right? Let him figure all that shit out, you know, what's coming next, right? So we was together, man. When I go out to eat, he goes out. And when I put them tickets and shit out, he was writing my spreads down and turning them off and passing them out for me.
So he became your little boy quick.
Yeah, and I everybody, when nobody fuck with him and shit, right? And when he take a shower, he only take it when I'm there with him. You know?
Why is that?
You know, they got predators in them showers, man. Motherfuckers go in there and they try to violate, right? And so
you protected him?
Yeah, I'm protecting him from him, man, because he belongs to me.
Now, when you doing this, when you was younger and you came in there, you was in cell with that dude with the big nose.
Yeah, Doc.
Is that the reason you so protective over your boys, because you know what you went through?
You go back to how I was raised. I didn't come off the street raised. My raising was in the penitentiary, in prison, in a locked cell, from 13 years old all the way up, man. From jail, I stayed in jail. I was in boys camps.
Well, you was younger than 13.
Yeah, but I'm saying I was raised with that mentality and their mentality, the lock up.
The prison mentality.
Yeah, the prison mentality is all I knew, man. And so it was like, in there they teach you, when you look around, you see that people that got these sissies and boys, they take care of them. That's like a traditional thing. That's just like a must.
So you learn from watching other people.
Yeah. So if I get one, I know it's my responsibility. Take care of him, you know, guard him, and don't let nobody fuck with him. And so I learned that that's how I was taught. You know, so I didn't bring it. I said, he gonna bring it to me, right? And after 6 months, we was together 6 months, man. Before
So you just been around him, he eventually just came to you.
Yeah. He knew what I was into, right? But he knew I didn't bring it to him, but we take showers together, and a lot of times in the shower, I get rocked up. Man, I'm standing on hard, right? And he knows it's because of him. He knows his ass is just outrageously big and fat, you know, juicy. He knew that. And one day we was in the shower, we just me and him, we went in there when it first opened, before everybody come in. That's the best time to take them a shower, because when they get filled up, man, you got it gets a little nasty, and you know, they come everywhere. So
in the shower?
Yeah, they
with everybody in there?
Man, they fuck on the man. Look, when you go in the shower in the penitentiary, it's a custom. When a sissy coming out with her man, the guard is setting up there trying to see. If he see, he gonna write him up. They get in back of you and say, hey, will you block for me?
And you naked too?
Yeah, you butt naked.
Why the hell would I stand in front of that and I'm naked?
If you don't, you as you.
Oh, well, it'd have to be me. We have to go. I ain't standing in front of nobody doing that.
You stay, they be in back of you.
Matter of fact, I'm walking out of I'm done shower. I'm done with the shower.
And you can feel the sissy breathing on your back, right? While he bent over.
Look, there ain't no straight man doing that, man. Ain't no straight man sitting there, standing there ain't no way.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it, man. And then you might say, and they moaning and shit. Oh, baby.
And a straight man standing in front of blocking them.
Yeah, blocking.
Fleece, stop that shit, man.
You got to do it. That's prison shit. That's custom, man. You got to block for them. And then when they come, you hear them grunting and shit. But every now and then, you feel a hand touch you, tell you move over a little, right? Scoot your body
over. And you naked?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Hey, look, that shit is exciting. So when they done, they'll thank you. The dude that was fucking him, the sister's man, hey man, thank you, man. Good looking out, bro. You say anytime, man. The sister said, I really appreciate that, Lee John, and all this shit.
No, why you gotta say my name, though?
I mean, Big Lee.
I'm talking about period. It's not me. You say Jerome or something. Your middle name.
They gonna say it, man, and they gonna ask you what you want out of the store. They gonna buy you some stuff, right? And then you done made a friend.
Okay, so this is what I'm hearing. That person that's blocking is so down and out that even if he's not gay, he's gonna stand there and do it as a favor, so he can get something.
Now he gonna do it as a favor so he can live to see another day.
Oh man.
Yes, sir.
I just had to die.
Not dad don't go to prison.
Bingo,
you don't have
bingo.
To go through all that.
That's right. That's right.
Don't even go.
You're exactly right.
Don't do nothing that'll take you to prison. Then you don't have to see all this shit, man. You got people in there, man, that like out here, the average young guy. If you look at them out here, I mean, they, Ryan, man, I got love for y'all, man, but look at yourself, bro.
Y'all go to prison, y'all gonna be...
Yeah, look at yourself. Go look at yourself in the mirror. Take your clothes off and look at your little skinny ass arm and look at your little skinny body and look at that little fat ass you got and look how nice it looks compared to your woman that you be fucking. Just ask yourself. If you go to prison, then they gonna see the same shit. What you see in the mirror when you look at your body, inmates gonna see that same body in the prison and they gonna look at it a different way than you. They gonna decide.
You fresh meat as far as they're concerned.
Man, hell yeah. You better hope you got somebody in there that'll carry you through this shit until you start lifting weights yourself and stuff. But I'm telling you, man, that's the way it is. That's the life it is. And you got people out here and they still don't listen, man.
Yeah, they going to prison like they
going
to
prison
every day,
like they can't wait to get there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But when you get there, then you complaining, Then you want somebody to feel sorry for you and all this. People got bills out here, man. Mother get right on the phone, run your bills up, then ask you for some money. You barely able to. Man, ain't nobody with that. Let me tell you what's waiting for you. In prison, some big ass nuts, a big old ding-a-ling, and some big nuts, but that ain't the only thing they want. They want it. They suck more than they fuck. Get that right. They do more sucking than fucking in prison. You got people that want your ding-a-ling. You think your booty is what you gotta. What they want more than your booty is your ding-a-ling. They just come drunk, they thirsty, man. They stay thirsty and a lot. And they walk around these big old lips and stuff, and you see them looking at you doing this shit like this. They can just picture in their mind sucking you, man. Squeezing your little booty and squeezing all that juice out of you into their throat. And then the ones that out here with all these little dreadlocks and all these little hairstyles, they go to prison like that. I ain't seen nobody, I hit somebody in the face and you don't know you got a lot of pain. What you gonna do when you hit somebody that likes pain? And there's a lot of them freaks that I like that. They want you to hit them and it makes them want to come. You be thinking you hurting him, man, you turning them on. Your little punches ain't nothing, man. You hit a man and he's like, oh, baby, hit me again. And you be like, damn, what shit is this? You know he's going to get you. When you get done swinging your little punch, you grab your little wrist, pull your hands down, squeeze you so tight, you might bite him on something in the chest. He likes that. That's like leaving your mark. That's like a love thing, like, that's better than a tattoo to them is to have a bite mark on them. That's about the only thing you do is bite him in the chest, right? Why he squeeze you so hard, and you know you be like, ah! When you do that, he releases his grip, turn you around the other way now. Now he's in back of you. And he's talking to you. He don't want to hurt you. He don't want to hurt you. He's telling you stop fighting. Look, stop it. Stop it. You can't do nothing with me. And he's all pressed up on your booty and stuff, and he's squeezing you a little more. And you say, ah! So you hear what I said? And then you say, yeah. Lighten the grip up. Look, I don't want to hurt you. Don't make me hurt you. You know what I want. Ain't nobody gonna know about it. I ain't gonna tell nobody about it. I ain't gonna, but I got to have you. And then, they be like, okay, trust that, right? And he gets up in them. And then he got to put his mark on there. He got to bite them somewhere, and leave his little mark. And so, this stuff happens all the time. And you got people that don't realize when you look at yourself in the mirror, man, you look at your body in the mirror. And when you go to prison, you ain't going to see nothing but huge, big muscles. These guys is walking around legs like tree trunks and stuff, man. They built. And they powerful. And they gonna get what they got. Why you want to put yourself through that? Why you want to go out of here and rob somebody, go to prison and get your booty tore up? And then you come out of here on the street. And yeah, you're gonna try to get back into the scene with women, but
you got that anger in you, which is gonna send you back in there, probably.
Yeah, more than that, the women you with, they can know this shit, man. Ladies, they can see that feminine shit in a man, right? They can see the size of your booty and the way you walk and stand on your hips. Probably what you done did in the penitentiary, right? And you out here now running around trying to still portray yourself as a gangster, knowing that you just came out of a place where they just passed you around like, man, they tore your little booty up in there. And then the people that ain't never been to prison, and you act like you don't understand when them police have set you in that chair, we know you did this. We got evidence, we got proof. And when you go to court and the judge tell you how much time you got, the jury finds you guilty. And when you hit prison, you all on the phone, hey, can you send me this? When y'all gonna come and visit me? Good. But when you get in there and you go through that orientation where you got to undress, spread your ass cheek.
And you have to do that.
You got to do it, or they'll do it for you. They'll spread your ass themselves. Them guards is like that. They will actually stick their finger up your ass if they had to. Right?
So how many of the guards are homosexuals?
Shit. Well, not that many. Mainly them guards come in there and see, it's a lot of freaks that hear about prison, right?
And they get those jobs?
Yeah, they get their job. They already gay on the street, right? Yeah. And they want a job where they can get a man, right? So they go apply for a correction job, go through the training, graduate through the academy, and then they enter the prison. Now, they got a choice. They know, I'm in a prison now surrounded by what I'm looking for, a man. And I got so many to choose
a man that needs him.
Yeah, one that I can really work with, that needs me, I can take home. and take care of and shit that's gonna do me, that's really gonna love me. And so they go through all these inmates and they find him. They find that one, and that's it. But this one dude named Gene Miller. They call him Rock Monster. Little white dude, man. He's a little gangster. Rock Monster was. He fight like a black dude. He talk like a black dude. He's everything with him is, he's a rapper. He does everything, but he's hardcore and all the white dudes, the racist one, they like Little Rock, man. Rock was a hard little white dude. But he got in one of them pen pals. Enrolled him, and that dude got a job, a correction, and all this shit. And Rock used to work for him. And so Rock was staying out of trouble, man. And next thing I know, Rock got, I used to, give him weed, selling weed and shit, man. Now he got it all the time. So, it ain't hard to figure out somebody bringing it and who it probably is. But when he got out on parole, that guard quit, and he moved to Louisville, and Rock gave Rock a home placement, right? Well, they live together, but Rock is like, look, man, I only played you in prison to get dope and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And use you to help me get out, man. I ain't with this shit out here. But that dude was madly in love with him. And so he pressed on. I'm your wife, all this shit. And would say it in public. So Rock killed him. Beat him to death, right? Because he said it in front of his family, man.
Mm.
And Rock, he didn't want his family to know his business. And so he killed him in front of his family.
Just to go back to prison?
Nah, he killed him because he felt like, I don't know what he felt. He felt disrespected or something. That's a secret.
I understand that, but for you to know it, he ended up back in prison.
Yeah, he did. I talked to him. I sat there and talked to him. What I'm telling you is what he told me.
So he did all. Well, was he already gay?
Who, Rock?
Yeah, because I don't know how you do that just to get out.
Yeah. Because he had this black sissy. Like I told you, Rock think he's black. So he had a black sissy named Chantel. And they used to go together, but Rock used to whoop him right in prison. Chantel had a bad mouth, and he running around, and he wouldn't fuck with no blacks, and they used to call them niggas, call them chalk mouth, go on, chalk mouth ass bitch, go get you one of them white boys. And Chantel used to go get one, but he wants to get one that is tough, right? Like, that's why he went after Rock, because Rock can fight, and all the blacks respect him, right? And so he went on and got Rock, but Rock wouldn't let him get off on us, because I used to tell Rock, I say, look, man, your boy, I said, I ain't gonna call him a lady, because he's acting like one of these little niggas in there. His mouth is bad, Rock. And you need to do something with it, man. Chantel came straight up right there, and Rock asked him about it. I told him how your mouth was, nigga. He got smart. Rock knocked him straight out, man. And then he stayed in the hole for about 3 weeks, scared to come to the yard. Rock got him out and whooped him again. And from then on, then Chantel come to me and say, hey, can I talk to you, Fleece? I said, yeah, what's up? So I know you behind that. I said, behind what? Him jumping on me. I said, look, I ain't want to hear all this shit. I said, me and Rock is cool, right? He said, nah, y'all ain't cool. He said, cause I know why you doing this, right? I said, why? He said, Fleece, you been wanting this ever since you seen me. You been wanting this. Now don't lie, you know you want this. I said, look, what, you gonna give me some? Said, you gonna leave me alone? I said, I might. Tore his ass up. I tore him up, man, but
Did Rockman find out?
yeah, he found. I told him.
What'd he say?
He laughed about it.
You didn't care?
No, me and Rock break bread with a motherfucker, man. Little white dude was cool, right? You know, especially with me, man. He break bread because if he see me with somebody and he like him, I say, look, I'm gonna set that up for you, bro. Get that.
Y'all was really passing like they women, though.
Yeah, we was. And that's how we looked at it, just like they look at it out here, right? With a real woman, is how we was doing it, right? And then them sisters, they get around and talk about who man they done hid, right? And my other sisters be like, you know, that's what some fight shit. I said, man, you ain't fight today, boy. I said, you got the girls out and they out discussing motherfuckers, who hid, who man, and all this shit. So I said, oh shit. You just let them claw their eyes out, all that shit. And motherfuckers like that entertainment. You know, you like that type of entertainment. But people like me, certain people I fuck with after a while, when you running business, you don't want no heat on you, period. You don't want no girls running up on you. You making money and you got drugs, you got this, and you don't want no attention, man. So you crack down on that attention shit, and people like when I have my poker game, it only be 5 people at this table. I'm the 5th one. And I got watchers.
No bystanders.
No, I got watchers. No, hell no, man. Hey, you gotta go, bro. Yeah, ain't no coming over here to the table, watch the game and all that shit. I try to tip somebody off what somebody else got. We don't play that shit around my game, man. We got watchers watching this end and that end, watching the whole move for the guards. Either they coming up the step. So we'll take the dominoes and we do like that and act like we just playing regular dominoes, right? Now what you got, man? All that shit, all that guards, they know it. They be looking for a sheet of paper with
the score and shit on there.
All that shit, who's winning this shit, you know, we not already pass it off to one of the motherfuckers that, you know, the watchers, you know, he gone with it, right? And so they say, can everybody empty their pockets? And we empty our pockets. Said, what's going on, man? Well, y'all just routine shit? Said, no, we got a report from one of these guard towers. Think y'all gambling up here. I said, for real. So we took the table, scooted. I picked that table where that tower can't see us. And that kills that. Dude come back with the scores. I said, yeah, you got this on top, this and all that. So we land them up. So I said, what you want? 5, 7 cards, you know. So we deal them around, turn it so. I got a motherfucker in the game that I knew. He gave my game, and I knew he was ghost bet.
What's ghost bet?
He ain't got no money. He hoping that he can win.
Come up. Yeah.
Come up, right?
Yeah. How y'all treat them?
I treat them like they supposed to treat. I fuck them. Them kinds that try to get me, I get them. And I let him get in my game. And so I'm the house man, so.
But you knew he was ghost betting.
Yeah, I knew he was ghost betting. I'm getting ready for.
You was setting him up.
Yeah, I done seen him in the shower. That motherfucker's ass is fat. So it'll take a little. Also, I said, what you want, 500 on top, bro? He said, yeah. I said, yeah, that's so max. Everybody. He said, yeah. That nigga's crazy. So first hand, I put the whole table in. I can do it. Cause I'm a house man. I can pay whoever. And I said, I put the table in. He lost. He called. He was, you know, for everything. And I said, damn, man, 500 gone in one hand. No, you want another one? He said, yeah, man, put me 5 more. Did him again. 3 times I got him, then I sat back on it. I said, he gonna try to play catch up now, right? He gonna try to find somebody. He know he can't deal with me. He gonna try to find somebody at this table that would pay his debts and shit. So when I see him going after somebody else, I said, nah, I don't care if I win or lose. How can I lose? If I put him in and he wins, he's still 2 behind, right? I still 1,000 up on him, right? So I said, no, I'm not gonna let him win nothing. I said, dude was getting ready to fold. I said, I said, I'll put you in, man. Table. I lost that hand, somebody else won, but he didn't. I just didn't want him. I could pay y'all, man. Fuck it, shit. I don't want this motherfucker to win shit, right? So when it was over, he was $2,000 in, 2,000. So I said, hey, bro, come on over and sit down. I said, look, how we gonna do this? I said, I know you got all the girls out there, nigga. I said, I do money on this. Man, he said, man, police. I said, what? He said, can we talk? I said, talk. He said, private, like. He said, I said, what's up? And he said, do you mess around? What, do I fucking? He said, yeah. I said, yeah, why? What they got to do with it? He said, have you ever fucked something like this? He knew he had a bad motherfucker, you hear me? That motherfucker pulled that motherfucker down. That motherfucker couldn't even, he had a unzipping it all the way to give his own, his ass was so fat. And that motherfucker was setting up. So I gotta play it off, I said, yeah, damn, it got a bad motherfucker. I said, I need better, man. So I said, I get ass all the time in there, so, I said, what is it? Is that what you want to work with? He said, do you? I said, man, shit. I don't know, man. I said, shit. I said, yeah, I'm gonna try it. He said, try it out. Man, I got up in that motherfucker. I was like, didn't want out. But you can't let him know it, And then I said, here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to fuck him. Then he's on another walk. His cell house is not the same that I live in. And so it's a lot of money on that walk. But they need a motherfucker store, and they need motherfucker. So I said, I'm gonna put this motherfucker to work, right? He gonna make all the money that he owed me when he worked for me. He gonna pay me all that back, or he gonna run my business over, right? And he gonna make all my money back, and I'm getting this free for real. He just don't know. So I tore him up, man, and he got to the point. And here's what pissed me off. He gonna try to come to the game. Say that I said, no, get up.
Oh, he won't gamble again because he got some money?
Get up.
He know you gonna exchange.
Get the hell up, man. You ain't even, don't even try that. I said, I'll talk to you later. And make sure you're around too. And I got on it. Don't try me like that, right? You make my money. I give you something to make sure you got something to eat over and all this shit, and stuff like that. And so eventually, man, it took about 6 months, and he went independent, man, just let his hair all the way down. Not everybody want him. Now you got people getting ready to spend big money on him, so they say, we got him for me. If he owe you something, just tell her I pay it. I said, take it, man.
How much they pay you?
They ain't pay me nothing, but they would have if I asked them, right?
But he had already paid you back.
Yeah, he
working and
don't pay
stuff.
me. Yeah, just give me my store shit. You know, already paid me, and he's on his own. He's with his new man now. He got his hair down and everything, you know.
Full blown now.
Yeah, and we still cool, right? He won't give me none, though, but...
You tried?
Mm-hmm. He said, I can't. He said, I love him, Fleece. I love him. This is my heart. And all this shit. I said, all right. I said, well, you know, if something happens, y'all break up or something, you know you can always come back, right? He said, I know it. He said, but this is my heart.
You know, it's so crazy hearing that conversation because you already know you're going to be there. You already know you still going to be locked up. That's crazy to me. Yeah, just come back to me if it don't work out because you know, that's your home.
Yeah. He might go home.
Right.
He might go to the home.
But you not.
And he did. A couple months later, he got in a fight over something, his man, and went to the hole. And while he was fighting the dude, the guards were breaking it up, and they got injured in the process. So they gave him another charge for assaulting the officer.
Mm-hmm.
So he ended up with 2 years he got to do in the hole. 2 whole years. And this is how it worked. When you're doing your year over, your 2 years, if you get one write-off, you got to start all the way over.
Mm.
You won't get out of it until you get him 2 years clear.
Mm.
You know, I can see you trying, and then you keep coming out of your cell, and when they give the 1 hour rack, you're supposed to stay in your cell, exercise in your cell. So you come out of your cell, if I want to set you back, I just walk up on you and just start fighting. You got to start all over again. You probably been in there 15 months and only had
well, 2 years, 9 months left.
Yeah, and you getting close and get in a fight, you got to start all over.
That's crazy.
And so what they do is when they get them like that, you go to the hole, they in the cell. You walk up there, you the janitor. You put a mop bucket in front of their door, right? And they are boiling water. You know, you got that out of the shower. That shower gets hot and the mother steam come out of that water. And you say, hey, you see this? And then you take your thing and flip it out over the bars, right? He said, what? Say, you know what I want you to come get this. So I'm telling you what, I heard you got 4 months left. But if you want to take it to whatever, he said, but why are you doing this? I said, what you mean? I want some of that. You know you can give me some of that. I'm ready to die over that. And then here he come.
But he was already gay anyway.
Yeah, he was gay already, but he trying to hide his booty, man. You can't hide it. Once you give it up, man, it's up. You gotta be a bad motherfucker to keep motherfuckers off of you, right? You gotta be one of them type where motherfuckers be scared. But he wasn't that type, man. And his ass was so good, man. And so even though I'm out of prison, and people can say, I've been out of prison since a while. They can say, and yeah, these girls out there are real women. Boy, they got it going on, but you know what? It's so hard to get one, and it's so hard to get up in this booty, man, unless you got money. So I'm making sure I got a lot of that because I'm going to want a lot.
Like and subscribe. Y'all have a good evening.
Spread them. I walk away. So I use salads. I knew how to use mental shit. Be real solid. And motherfucker won't argue, don't even argue, don't say shit. He don't know what you thinking. The next thing you know, he'll break the silence, write a note, send you a note, hey look Fleece, we don't need to go through all this, we need to talk. So I got leverage right there. So I can say, look, yeah, we need to talk, but you need to think about all that before you step to me, man. You know, I got to keep it to make me still a little hard and shit, but man, at the time motherfuckers was trying to me, I was scared to death. Cause the motherfuckers was trying me, these motherfuckers that I knew in my heart, if I fought them straight up, they gonna stomp my ass to death. I ain't gonna win. So to win this fight, I'm gonna have to play them off and bust them in the head with something, right?
Uh-huh.
If I don't go that route, I'm done. And yeah, I'm done. I'll be sweet stuff for these motherfuckers. Sweet stuff. They be up in my booty. Hard. So, I would play them off and say, look, man, I don't want no trouble, bro. Plus, I tell them, I already know I can't even whoop you, man. I'm not going to lie about it.
You'll tell him, man?
Yeah. I said, I ain't going to lie about it. I mean, you know, it's just reality, man. Just, you know, and I'm going to give you props on that. I know I can. And, you know, I ain't trying to go there. I'll fight you if you fight me. But I know I ain't got nothing coming, man. Well, I'm glad you recognize that, Fleece. I'm glad you not respect you for acknowledging that. All that shit, and I'm sitting there smiling. I'm gonna split this motherfucker, you hear me? And he feel good about that. And so, but when I get up on him and bust his head, nigga, you got me fucked up. And so, I was able to win a lot of fights by element of surprise, man. Getting in the first leg.
You was just gonna sucker punch your way through.
Yeah, yes, I will. Any way to win a fight, I win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what it takes to win a fight. I will go there and beyond to win. I don't care, man. Don't fight me. You know, I done had, and most of the times I was scared. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. Scared half to death, man. But I had more heart. I had a lot of heart, man. And that's what saved me. Strength-wise, them guys were stronger than me. They knew more fighting techniques than me. They done trained, and the only thing I had is heart, man.